Sam Bankman-Fried, the man behind the billion-dollar collapse of not only one crypto exchange, FTX, but the cascading collapse of many others since. The man who was the Democrats' second largest donor, allegedly only behind George, is currently relaxing in his mansion in the Bahamas, being very bad at playing League of Legends and giving hilarious interviews to the New York Times, interviews that are ridiculous puff pieces that don't even bother scratching the surface. Right now, I want to be very clear. I am questioning anybody who isn't covering this. Anybody. This is a man that funneled tens of millions of dollars into the Democrat Party, stole millions of dollars from people all around the world. Okay? This guy is playing League of Legends in a mansion right now. The fact that he wasn't immediately locked up was already suspect. And then now we have the New York Times writing fluff pieces about him. And it's like they can't read the room. Here's David Yaffe Bellany, a relative nobody who works for the New York Times covering crypto, right? I spoke to SBF for over an hour. I asked, for those of you who don't know, or like, you're like, whatever, crypto stuff, I don't care. Think like Bernie Madoff. Think of like the cascading effects of the billions lost here are enormous. Look at it this way. Sam Bankman-Fried gave our Democrats tens of millions of dollars. Then our government gave Ukraine billions of dollars. Some of that they invested into Sam Bankman-Fried's crypto network. And then the circle of life continued. Possibly. I don't know. Sure, seems plausible. I spoke to SBF for over an hour. I asked about investigations, potential jail time, and missing customer funds. He didn't have satisfying answers, but it was a rare chance to see what he's thinking at an insane time. So here's a free link to read it in full. No. Let's look at some of the replies. Imagine being proud of this article. Here's Alex Kruger saying, disgraceful reporting by the New York Times on FTX. It portrays SBF as a charitable entrepreneur who went under and does not mention the words fraud, criminal, substance abuse, friends and family, Bahamas, KYC racket, hacked, stolen funds, or even wiped servers. You see this? They finna drag you. Here's an excellent critique of your article. New York Times word puff piece on SBF. Fraud, 0. Enron, 0. Crime, 0. Illiquid, 0. Stolen, 0. Hidden, 0. Criminal, 0. Backdoor, 0. He's getting sleep, 1. David, this man committed significant crimes. He has ruined countless lives. Families completely destroyed because of their trust in him. It's a disservice to all those who are impacted, and it's disheartening to see all of this just skimmed over like it's a simple mistake. Here's another one. You have written multiple articles disparaging Coinbase over the past few months, and then you lob a few softball questions to the biggest fraud since Enron and call it a day? Fair question. Because, quote, he didn't have satisfying answers, you chose to reward his evasiveness by not mentioning that he intentionally gave you unsatisfactory or evasive answers regarding fraud, theft, and jail? You're really going with this approach. His victims and the truth deserve so much more. Absolutely. Absolutely. The quote tweets are just as brutal. Just as brutal. I mean, are you aware, like, are you work for the New York Times and you're like, this is like a fluff piece, no big deal. What an absolute coward. You see here, like, interesting. And let's look at other articles David Yaffe Bellany has written. This is what I'm talking about, friends. This you went to the Bahamas to follow Sam Bankman-Fried, one of the most powerful people in crypto. He's trying to write the rules of the industry as risks growing increasingly stark. Come on for the important stuff and stay for the crypto-themed rubbers. He's his friend. He's bought. Disgraced crypto CEO Caroline Allison tweeted about regular amphetamine use. Nothing like regular amphetamine use to make you appreciate how dumb a lot of normal, non-medicated human experience is. Oh, so she's all hooked up on Addies, right? I just don't even understand how in the hell you see Melterm Demoirs. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing that. Only the New York Times would write a breathless love letter to a man who committed financial crime to the tune of billions of dollars without a shred of remorse or awareness. I mean, here's Ryan Wyatt. Unbelievable. This is a huge misstep. Everybody that's connected to this guy. Oh, no, by the way, have you noticed all the agencies that that used to have FTXs linked on their website? They're gone. And oh, by the way, the crypto community is all over this. I'm just trying to kind of centralize this information. Here's another thing that it appears this guy's doing right now, and things he couldn't do if he was in custody, obviously. But why is FTX deleting tweets and tweeting to offset his total tweet count? Well, it's because he figured out a way that if he would send a new tweet and delete an old tweet simultaneously, that all the trackers for his Twitter account would miss it. You see, Dior says, okay, this is a theory. I'm not sure total tweet count changes when you unretweet someone's tweet. So he might not be deleting tweets, but also could be unretweeting them. None of this is confirmed. You see a lot of here. Looks like SBF has not been deleting tweets. The reduction in tweet count has come from other accounts deleting tweet, mostly related to FTX SBF. Interesting. A lot of Tom Brady deleting tweets. Everyone's covering their tracks, right? Tom Brady sold this service. This is why I don't even when I promote. I think one time ever I did an ad for some sort of crypto thing before I realized that I knew almost nothing about it, and I was like, I'm never doing crypto ads again. Maybe if it was for cold storage wallets or something, I don't know, something like that I might do. But you get what I'm saying. You see missing tweet. You've got retweets and stuff from Matt Iglesias, Tom Brady. You got a lot of Tom Brady tweets. Week 3 at home. These people are coming, retweeting FTX official, FTX adventures. There's a lot of people, interesting people. Tom Brady, tired of saying my golf videos are fake. This stuff is easy, like FTX official or beating Patrick Mahomes when it matters. Now, a lot of these people just took money to promote a thing. I understand that. This is the name of the game. But I feel like I would feel so bad. I would have had a video out or something apologizing for misleading everybody. Here's Shapiro. SBF was hand in glove with every major Democrat and all the major crypto regulators. They're all planning on moving forward with his proposed legislation, even after it's clear that he was a massive scam artist. Yet capitalism will be blamed rather than corporatism, of course. More government oversight is the answer, cried all the people elected with SBF's cash, your cash, by the way. The story of SBF isn't just Fire Festival documentary. It's about his blue-washing massive donations to Democrats, associations with the World Economic Forum, push for stakeholder capitalism in order to draw regulations that benefited him, and to create associations that protected him. Red flag if they do a tech conference with Bill Clinton, if they wear gym shorts at public tech events, if they donate tens of millions of dollars to Democrats, if they live in a polycule with other co-executives, if they have an amazing ESG rating, if the WES loves them. WEF. You see the New York Times getting absolutely dragged. Viva Frey says you used the word donate one time. Didn't mention Democrats even once. Or the Quantum donated nearly $70 million. Or his family funneling $140 million to the Democrats through, quote, Mind the Gap. This is not journalism. It's Goebbels-level propaganda, courtesy of the New York Times. Shout out to Viva Frey. Really good tweet, bud. I'm going to share that. I mean, You see, Noam Blumright, the New York Times gave people the mistaken impression that they can get away with this behavior at work. Oh, that's a different type of tweet. I mean, I don't even understand why. You see, even Elon Musk says, here's Trun Fan writing, must be a crypto guy, I'm assuming. Word count for New York. She's why the puff piece, New York Times? Elon writes, Sam is still scheduled to speak at a big conference in 2 weeks. New York Mayor Adams, Sam Bankman-Fried, Shu Chu of TikTok, Larry Fink, Chairman, BlackRock, Reed Hastings, CEO and co-founder of Netflix. I mean, are you kidding me? And look at Elon points. It's like, if you get enough money, the same people are always in the same circles, isn't it? Unusual Whales, this is a good account to follow, by the way. The New York Times just put out a piece on Sam Bankman-Fried. The entire piece is 2,218 words. There's no mention of FTX using customer funds, Alameda trading on tokens before listings, the fact that millions of traders were wiped out, any form of possible fraud. Here's a different story. It discusses how FTX is facing criminal and misconduct probe by the Bahamas authorities, along with the SEC and the Department of Justice. Note, our Mac of the New York Times has noted that customer funds have been mentioned. In fact, customers comes up a whole 2 times. Are you kidding me? Why is this guy in jail right now? Ask yourself that question. Keep it locked in here. I'll continue to cover it each and every day. I apologize for my laymaness on crypto in general. That's why I'm trying to stick to what it seems to be some serious questions that need answering on the periphery of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.